Good Wednesday morning. I hope you're having a wonderful beginning of yet another beautiful day, November 6th. If my natural father was still alive, today would have been his 88th birthday. The Lord saw fit to take him, I believe, at the age of 75 or 74, 12 years ago before his birthday. So I believe that would have been 75. Good morning. But God is worthy to be praised even when he subtracts those loved ones from our life. We are in 2Chron.23, and I tell you, it's a chapter where we know that the Queen, Athaliah, is on her throne, and she's trying to, keep her position, and, she killed her family, and she did all sorts of evil. But guess what? The people put someone else in place. And it said in verse 12, now Athaliah heard the people running and praising the king. And she was like, what is this? So she came to the people and to the house of the Lord. And, all the people, and the singers had the instruments. And Athaliah was upset and just like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe these people are doing this. And she ripped her clothes, and she shouted, treason, treason. And that means that they were trying to overthrow someone who was in power or in government. And they did. And Jehoiada, the priest, was like, listen, y'all, I got all you all in position in certain gates and outside the temple, and the priests are, in their proper places. We cannot slay her inside the temple. All right. Whoever tries to follow her inside the temple will be killed. But what happened? They killed her outside the temple. And it said in verse 21, the people of the land rejoiced. Oh my goodness. Isn't that something? And the city was quiet. Now, will the world be better because you are gone? Oh, let that not be the testimony of your life. Man, she kept up a lot of stuff, gossip, backbiting. She was just like, It says the city was quiet after they slain Athaliah with the sword. And it says that there was a lot of noise. There was a lot of commotion. No, we want our noise to be praise to the Lord. That's it. We want him to be glorified in our life. Now, some of us we're just waking up, and I ask you, what is your beverage of choice? Some of us have to have 2 cups of coffee. Some of us have to have, some Pepsi and pop or whatever. Ew. Well, because today is November 6th, we went over Psalm 6 and 36 and 96 and 126. But Psalms 36 in verse 8, there's a promise. It says, we shall be abundantly satisfied with the fatness of thy house, and thou shalt make them, the Lord will have us, to drink of the rivers of thy pleasure. That's my beverage of choice. Even though I drink tea all day with lemon, but I drink of the rivers of pleasure that he satisfies abundantly. And because of that, in verse 9, for with thee is the fountain, he continually refreshes it, of life. And that's why we can enjoy the abundant life. In thy light, not this light that's here in the park, but the light of the Lord. In thy light we shall see light. Yes. And the verse before that, how excellent is thy loving kindness, O God. Therefore, the children, your children, shall put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. There are a lot of shadows here, but my trust is in the Lord, under his protection, under his shield. And because of that, I can rejoice all day. Psalms 96, sing unto the Lord a new song. Sing unto the Lord all the earth. And then going down to verse 9, worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. All the earth is rejoicing for a new day. Let the field, we're out here in nature, We hear the sounds. Let the fields, the trees, everything be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice. And that's why we can be of one choir. We could be of one sound. We could have a concert all day because the Lord is so good. So let's make sure that we are drinking the rivers of pleasure, that we're delving deep into his presence and share his love forevermore. Amen. Have a wonderful day in the Lord, enjoying his faithfulness. Good day.